Well, hey, neighbor, it's me, Angie. Come on in. This is our live neighborhood chat. Yeah, I didn't put up a I thank y'all for coming and visiting me today. I'm glad y'all were here. Tell you all that I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. And I will have my neighborhood. Hey, hey, hey. It's time for our neighborhood chat. Welcome in, welcome in. How are y'all doing today? I am doing well. I got some puffiness in my eyes and in my face. What would I contribute that to? Probably lack of sleep, I would say. But I'm used to that by now. So what have y'all been doing? This is James's last day to work. He's worked the last 7 days. So he'll be off a couple of days after today. I think actually he's off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He goes back for 3 days and then he's off 7 days, is what I think. I can't keep up with that schedule. It's crazy. It's 76 degrees here in Mississippi today. I tried to get outside yesterday. Well, I did get outside, but I didn't get to do my video, my neighborhood video outside because my eyes just kept running and running with water just pouring down my face. I couldn't stop it. So I had to come in and do my video. Y'all check that video out that I did. My latest video. I'd appreciate it. So let's see who's here today. Hey, Robin. I love you too, honey bunny. Oh, you're at a meeting? Girl, a church meeting? Are you with those Baptist women again? You know, we Baptist women are something else if you get to know us. There's my twin, Claudette. Welcome in. Hey, Lisa, how are you doing? I hope everything's fine with you. And there's Pam. Oh, Pam, I have to tell you something. I sent you the email about the mayonnaise and the cornbread. So James said 1 tablespoon because he thought you were going to add 1 egg. But if you're going to add no egg to that, it's 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise instead of 1. Because he said he usually puts an egg and a tablespoon of mayonnaise. But if we don't have eggs, he puts 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. So I was just going to let you know that. I said, gee, thanks for telling me, James. Let me get some of that light off the screen. Everybody's speaking. Hey, Sassy, you know I hadn't got your package yet. I mean, it's probably floating around somewhere. I may get it today being Wednesday. But I hadn't gotten it yet. Which it doesn't matter. I'm excited that it's on its way. You know, I ordered something from Tooch Man, and it floated around this United States for a solid month. I mean, it just went traveling. This box just went everywhere. Because it got put on the wrong truck to begin with. You ever get put on the wrong truck in life? You're going to travel around the world and not even realize it. So make sure you get on the right truck when you get ready to travel. There's my sister, Christina. Welcome in. I'm so glad y'all are here. You're welcome, Pam. Yeah, that'll be good. Because see, Tooch sent me a tracking number. This is the weirdest thing. Which I didn't get upset about it. Some people get really upset when they buy something from someone and they don't get their package soon. But I started tracking it, and it was hilarious to me where all it was going. From one morning to the next, when I woke up, I didn't know where this package was going to be. So the last place it landed before it went back to Jackson, where our main mail people are, was Hazelhurst, which is 9 miles. It's where I used to work at the library. So I call them and I say, is my package there? My husband will come get it. Oh, no, ma'am, we had to send it back. I said, why would you send it back? I live 9 miles from where you are, and it says Wesson. Oh, well, it got sent on the wrong truck, so we got to send it back, and it's got to go through the whole process again. Now, is that not the craziest thing you ever heard in your entire life? I couldn't even drive 9 miles to that post office and get my package because they had to put it back on a truck to go back to Jackson to get put on the right truck. Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. It's crazy. And do you know how much money postal workers make an hour? Yeah. And which I know it wasn't her fault. I mean, she was really nice. But I'm thinking, why do you have to send it back? My husband can come just pick it up. Crazy. Yeah, patience is a virtue. Oh, and I don't know if y'all know this now. You know, you're never supposed to pray for patience. I don't know if y'all know that or not. Don't pray for patience. It'll automatically happen to you in life that you'll get older and you'll be more patient. Or you won't. But in the Bible it says, tribulation worketh patience. So as soon as you start praying for patience, you start getting tribulation. Start having problems. This starts getting to you. People start doing this because you're the one that said you wanted to learn patience, and the only way to learn patience is through tribulation. So don't pray for patience. Don't pray for that. That's why our postal system is $5 billion in debt. Yes, absolutely, Pam. I sent Amy a box in late January, and it sat in a town near her for a month because of the weather. Oh my gosh. Hello, Jonas Sales. How are you? Welcome in. Okay, Sassy, no problem. Honey, it doesn't matter. It'll get here when it gets here. I'll be tickled and excited. I think everything happens for a reason. And if it's delayed for a reason. I'll be very excited when it gets here. I don't know. I just think like that. I don't have time to be upset with somebody that I'm sending me something, or I purchase something off on auction when I know it leaves their hands. They have no control over it. They have no control over it. It's the postal service that is controlling it. Now, let me say this. When our air conditioner motor went out in our central air last summer, I tried to be nice. But we were using, I don't know if y'all remember me telling y'all this or not, but we were using one of those portable air conditioners, and we blocked off our kitchen, living room, and dining room, and it kept it cool in there. And I mean, this was in July and the 1st of August when this happened. Now, it took us 3 weeks to get that part from a northern state. James finally told him, I will leave right now and I will drive wherever I need to go to pick this up, and I can drive it in 24 hours and I can get that part back here. My wife is handicapped. She needs this part. We need to get air in this house. And so then we started getting some movement. When James threatened to get in his truck and just drive, I don't remember if it was in Pennsylvania or West Virginia. I don't know where this part was. But James said, I will leave right now. Just let me get a shower, get some clothes on, and I will drive that 12 or 13, ever how many hours, and get the part and bring it home. I can be back in a day. Which I didn't want him to do that. I didn't want James to do that. Because one thing, I couldn't go with him to keep him awake or keep him from blowing up at somebody on the, because Pennsylvania traffic is not like our traffic. But James has driven in it. I mean, he used to drive 18-wheelers when he cleaned up hazardous waste. He would drive 18-wheeler trucks to move their equipment. So he knows about driving. Every time I get in this room, y'all, I've got to clean this room out. Yeah, he wouldn't be flying. He was going to drive. I mean, like get in his truck and drive, but I'm sure he'd be flying in his truck. I got in touch. Well, I'm trying to get in touch with, I have the lady that comes every 2 weeks and does the light cleaning in my house, like mopping the floors. She does the bathrooms, a little bit of polishing the furniture. Anything else I ask her to do while she's here, put clothes in the washer and dryer, and just stuff like that if I need it. And she'll do anything I ask. But I'm looking for somebody that will just deep clean and help me organize. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to put all that on her. I don't want to. She would do it. Kim would do it. But when Kim gets here, she and I can't quit socializing. I mean, she and I talk at least 2 hours before she even starts cleaning up my house. I mean, we just have so much to tell each other because we hadn't seen each other in 2 weeks. So, yeah, flying in the truck, yeah. Yeah, I done got in the you know how you can have spring fever? I've got in that mode, and it's irritating me because I can't get up and do it, and I'm having to sit around and I started cleaning out a drawer in my house every day. Like a drawer that I like, one in the kitchen, one in the bedroom. Everybody has a junk drawer, which I have more than one. I mean, you know how you just go in a room and you pull a drawer up and it's nothing but junk? I have a couple of those that I've been trying to clean out. Cleaning out the drawers in my bathroom, my extra one that I have here where I shower and everything. But I've been trying to keep myself busy. But hey Aisha, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hey Renee, how are you? Hey Leon, welcome in. March was always the month I do my spring cleaning, windows, cupboards, always so much. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to get my blinds where my curtains are. I have blinds in my kitchen, in my dining room. I want them to take them down and wash them off. I want my windows clean. I want my walk-in closets organized. Uh, I want clothes sent to, how you give them to you donate them. I want to donate some things. In other words, I just need to declutter. And you know how women that are late in their pregnancy and they go to nesting. That's what they call it. That's what my grandmother always called it, nesting. Where they start moving furniture, they start cleaning up, and they start hanging clothes. They just start preparing for the baby. And my grandmother would always say, "You're nesting. That baby is not too far away from you having that baby because you're nesting." So I guess I have spring fever or something like that. Everybody is speaking. How is everybody doing today? Scooter, did you ever ask your husband, did he have any relatives in Georgia? Did you ever ask him? I can't imagine there being very many people with your last name that they're not all related. Does he have any relatives in Mississippi? I was very curious about that. Claudette's dropping the links. I hope you've been doing well, Leon. I totally forgot. Hold on. I know he has family further down in Arkansas. We have some in Alabama. Okay, I was just wondering because I feel like there's some kind of distant connection or something. But I feel like I would get over this hay fever if I could just get the cleaners in here, and people that clean that could wipe down my walls and clean really well. Has anyone else been having problems breathing outside? We have noticed a film on everything outside, and it seems like when I go ride my stationary bike, I end up coughing. I did. I don't know if y'all noticed that my cough is back a little bit, and Lincoln's is too. I went outside for a little bit yesterday and sat in the sun because I needed the vitamin D. And the breeze was blowing. I tried to do a video outside. I couldn't. Because my eyes were so sensitive to the sunlight. And I started my cough yesterday afternoon and into the night. I started coughing. So I have been coughing, Pam. I don't know if it had anything to do with that or, I don't know. My mental health issues are kicking my butt at the moment. Oh, I'm so sorry, Leon. That can really be a serious thing, Leon. I'm going to put you on the prayer list if you don't mind. I'm going to pray for you. Pam, my chest is tight and it's hard to breathe all times. Something is definitely in the air. They are calling it mud rain. It sure would. I sure would like to know what's in the mud. Me and you both, Pam. If you find out, please let us know. I would love to know. So, what has happened to me this week since Monday? Monday was a hard day for me. I'm not gonna lie. It was hard. I don't know why. I was in a lot of pain Monday. And it was a good thing that wasn't my physical therapy day because it wouldn't have went over well. It wouldn't have went over well when my physical therapist would have got here, and he's great. He's wonderful. But then Tuesday was like, okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm good to go. And then this morning I woke up and I was hurting so bad again. And I'm like, this has got to stop. I mean, I think I need to go on a 40-day fast drinking nothing but water. I mean, I really do. I think I should just drink water, take multivitamins, and eat a protein bar every so many days and just get my body just rid of junk, which I hadn't been eating junk. I wish there was I wish there was a nearby lab. I would take the sample to get it tested. Oh, that would be cool. That would make a great video, Pam. That would make a great video. Oh, Claudette, it was just like, Oh, it took everything I had not to start crying because I tried to fight it. And James got in from work that evening. He's like, "You had a bad day today, didn't you?" Because I really wasn't talking that much. And I said, "It was pretty bad." And he said, "Why?" I said, "I don't know. Is it going to rain?" He said, "I don't think so." I said, "Well, maybe," which I don't know if y'all do this or not. Let me explain this. I woke up in the middle of the night and my hands were gripped like this. They wasn't relaxed. They were gripped. And I'm thinking, did I sleep tense all night and not relax? Because it was like this. I was gripping them like really tight. Well, when I woke up to take my medicine at 3 o'clock in the morning, I realized that my hands were like in a fist tight. And I just went like that and said to myself, relax, Angie, relax. And maybe because I slept in a tense mood, or and I didn't relax, maybe that's why I wake up hurting worse. It's because I don't really relax when I sleep. But I don't know if y'all have ever noticed that y'all's hands were like in a fist when you woke up and you think, why is my hands in a fist? And I just said to myself, all right, Angie, just relax. Relax your hands. It's just weird. Oh, supposed to have a major storm this weekend. We were wanting to go to the Oyster Festival this Saturday in Amite and us all meet up, like Matt and Haley and the babies. It would be an hour for them coming from their house, and it would be an hour for us coming from our house, and we would just meet up and go to the Oyster Festival. Well, it's supposed to rain, and you know how it is when somebody in a wheelchair tries to go out in the rain. It does not work. So we decided that we'll wait for the Strawberry Festival in a few weeks and try to make it to the Strawberry Festival, which, oh, I'm going to get some fresh strawberries when I go down there. Now, Taylor loves oysters, and she was wanting to go because it was the Oyster Festival. Now, when they have the Strawberry Festival, they have Louisiana strawberries, which are so sweet. I mean, just awesome strawberries. You just have to take a deep breath, relax, and let the game come to you. But I don't know why I woke up so tense. I don't know if I was dreaming. I don't know if I was hurting when I went to sleep and I just didn't relax. I don't know, but I woke up with both hands like this. I can't wait to go. Oh, April, are you going to the Strawberry Festival? Where do you live, honey bun? Maybe we can meet up. I'm doing good today. A very nice day. Ray and Misha and I just came from a walk. Oh, I know. I love it when you go on a walk. It just makes my day, Christina. You get out in that fresh air. Oh my gosh. So envious. Yes, Mobile, Alabama. How far of a drive is that? Do y'all have a strawberry festival in Alabama, or are you coming to the one in Louisiana? What are you talking about? I mean, I don't know if a different state has a strawberry festival or not. I don't know. So we're gonna start our garden. Oh, your strawberries aren't due to ready to the end of June. Oh, gotcha. Um, James and I are gonna have our garden again this year. He told me last night because he's planning on having it. He's got to get the ground uh disc up, and Easter's late this year. It's April the 20th, but Good Friday they say you shouldn't plant anything until after Good Friday. So that'll give him time to get all the dirt. turned over and all that, and to get the plants and us plant things. Super Dave. Super Dave. GJ Threefold. Thank you so much for the super chat last week when I had my live. I did not even notice it till I had shut the live down. I did not even notice it. But I want to play this for you. This is for GJ Threefold from last week. This is for you. Super That's for you. And he also left a super chat on my video, my last video I made. She cooks and roasts. Hey there, how are you doing? I've been watching some of your lives. I hadn't come into the chat. And I've been watching a video and watching the replay. I've been watching. I don't want you to think I hadn't, but I hadn't come in to any of the chat. I'd love to go to the Strawberry Festival, but ours aren't ready until the end of April. Yeah. But Louisiana has the sweetest strawberries. I don't know if Christina's ever had Louisiana strawberries, but they are about this big and they are so sweet. I mean, I can't even, I just cannot even describe it. They are the best strawberries. Yeah, I love that too. Nana Tink did that for me. Oh, yeah. Nana Tink is awesome. She did that. Now, Friday, Pam's Treasures and Josie are having their sale. And I don't know if Claudette has dropped that link or not, or Pam can drop it. She's blue. I see that she's blue. And I think that's the early sale, or is that the late sale? One day that it starts like at 12, and then one day it starts later. I think Friday is when it starts at 12. And tomorrow night, Josie and I are having our The Calm Before the Storm series, 4 Pacific, 6 Central, which Josie has the thumbnail up. So y'all come over and be in the chat. We always have a good time with that. You're welcome. If you do what you love, it's the best way to relax. That's true. That is so very true. I'm sure I have, but I don't remember Louisiana. Everything is, I don't remember. Louisiana, everything's better. Yeah. I want to show y'all this picture. I have 2 things to show y'all. Hold on. Of course, it's my grandbabies, but I want to show y'all a picture. Y'all hadn't seen Livy in a while, and I'm going to show y'all something with her, but let me show you this picture. This is my man at daycare. My Lincoln man. He looks just like a little boy. He don't even look like he's just, let's see, he turned a year in December, so March the 30th, he'll be 13, 14, 15 months old. Y'all look at this baby. Look at this baby. Look at him. Let me see. Look how sweet. He looks just like a 2 or 3 year old little boy to me. Like, you know, he just has his own distinctive look. Everybody says he looks like James. They say, oh, there's little James. I don't know. I see it a little bit, but everybody that sees him says, "Oh, that's little James." But anyway, let me show y'all this one of our Livy. Y'all are not gonna believe it. Y'all are not gonna believe it. Um, let's see. Oh, Matt sent it to me in a text. Hold on a minute. Hold on. They just now started their own cereal, eating from a spoon. Let me show you something. Hold on. Get it big. There we go. Hold on. Look at her. That's her trying cereal for the first time. Is that not the sweetest thing? She's let's see, November, December, January, February, March the 12th, she turned 5 months old. I can't wait till Livy gets like the I don't want to rush her life away. I don't. But when she gets Lincoln's age, she'll have her own little distinctive look and her personality. I can't wait for that. Which she's at a cute age right now. I could just eat her up. Just legs. Oh, if I had the same legs I had when I was in my 30s, that's one of the things James he loved about me was my legs. And he thought I had the prettiest tan when we first started dating and um you know and now that they're retaining fluid and I'm having to have them wrapped and I'm thinking what happened to those gorgeous legs I used to have? But they're long gone and I just have to deal with what I have and I'm dealing with it. So on that note, I'm standing up. My goal for this next Tuesday is to stand up 6 minutes. 6 minutes is my goal because now he has me shifting weight on my when I stand up, which I don't realize how hard that is to shift weight from a good foot to a bad foot and you can't feel that leg. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. But when I get my AFO, which is that boot that you wear to when you have foot drop and it controls your ankle, when I get that, I'll be able to walk better because it'll balance me better. I won't feel like I'm falling all the time. But y'all, let me tell y'all something. And I don't mind it because I really would rather walk. I don't care what it looks like. But it's one of those ugly black shoes, that you'll see like a older person wear. And they're gonna build that shoe into my AFO, for a brace. And then of course they'll give me the other one for the other foot. But I'm at the point now, I don't care what it looks like. I'm not there to impress anybody. I'm there to walk. You know what I'm saying? Let me get back up here to my so what's going on with y'all today? Oh, did Francine come in? Did my girl Francine come in? And did Francine come in? Here's a funny one for your tickle bone. My mind is constantly going, for me to completely relax, I got to get rid of my cell phone. Oh, that's true. Hey, Francine. I love you. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, I am getting stronger, but I was giving in to slumping, giving in to my bad side because I was in so much pain. And now he's got me standing up straight with my spine straight, my head up, and my feet level. And I'm having to shift weight back and forth so I can get used to learning how to walk again, you know? And it is something else. I always, before I became handicapped, I would see these movies or someone in our area would get hurt and they would say, "Oh, they're in rehab. They're having to learn how to walk all over again." And it would go through my mind like, how do you forget to walk? Why would you have to learn how to walk all over again? Well, it's a true statement. You do have to learn how to walk all over again when you are in the situation that I'm in, which I think if I wasn't in so much pain, that I would have more stamina, like I could stand longer. Like I could stand 7, 8 minutes. Now, when I say stand that long, it's not at one time. It's like in 3 intervals. Like the first time I may stand 3 minutes. The next time I may stand a minute and 45 seconds. It's not like 6 minutes straight. I can't do that. But what y'all have to understand, I was only standing 45 seconds when they first come to the house. Francine, how are you doing, honey bunny? What you been doing? How's my Matt? Love me some Matt. He is the sweetest thing. He is polite. Oh my gosh, he has such good manners. Oh, and he can relate to anybody. He can relate to the young, to the old, to the handicapped, to the disabled, Matt can relate to anybody. Male, female, it doesn't matter. Hey, Steadfast Renee, how are you doing? Oh, you're going back to your auctions on the 22nd? Yay! That I can remember that date because I have a doctor's appointment on the 21st, which is a Friday, and the 22nd is on a Saturday. I can remember that. Don't forget to email me that, Francine. Y'all need to start watching Francine's auctions when she starts back on the 22nd. She has some amazing deals. Oh no. My whole left side is nothing but steel from my elbow down. Oh wow. Yep, that's my blue-eyed twin, Claudette. Oh, I'm so glad that he is. I long for the day and hopefully you and he will get to visit here one day. Just like I want Claudette to visit, I want Christina to visit. I just want, if I ever win an substantial amount of money at the casino, I'm bringing all y'all to my house. I'll pay it and everything. I'm just going to send you the ticket and y'all are going to come to my house and visit. I'm telling you, that's what I want to do. And there's the cool kid, and she's even invited. The stock explorer, the cool kid of the block. She's invited to the retreat at It's Me Angie's house if I ever come into a large amount of money. We'll have to talk soon, Francine. Nora, how have you been doing? Y'all check out Nora's channel. She's got a lot of knowledge about the stock market. She don't profess to be a professional, but she does do well, in that area. I will promote her in that. But she doesn't say, take this as the gospel that this is what's going to happen. She said, look, this, she kind of tells you what she does, but she tells you she's not a professional. She doesn't do that. She takes no responsibility in you choosing to listen to her or not. Matt is cool, people. The apple don't fall. Yes. Francine has done a wonderful, wonderful job with Matt. He is awesome. Francine, you hadn't been worried that your likes were going to go out, have you? Every time they show that grid, I think about you being in New York. So I start praying. And Claudette, she and I know that we love each other. And no matter what our countries are going through, and I don't want to get into politics, I love Canadian people. So don't think that I don't love y'all, because I do. Yes, Miss Matt, dumpster diving videos. We always had so much fun. Your Matt is truly and wonderfully a young man. He did a great job raising him. Yes. I'm doing okay. Can't get my hip surgery until May. Oh, no. When I have an insurance change. So I've got a 3-wheel tricycle to hopefully strengthen my hip and stretch the rotation to move to get mobility till then. Okay, I have to tell y'all something about that. I don't know what happened to Renee, the reason about her hip. I don't know if she has a hairline fracture, or I don't know what her condition is. But if I ever break a hip, and that's why have so much anxiety about doing stuff when I'm here by myself, or even when people are here, because every doctor, my neurologist, my endocrinologist, my heart doctor, my general practitioner doctor, if you ever fall and break a hip, the chances of you ever getting up out of a bed is going to be slim to none, because you're going to be bedridden. That's what every one of them has told me. But we know God knows. I mean, if God gives me the strength to get up, if I break my hip, I'm going to get up. But I have that in my mind, because my grandfather broke his hip. But the way his hip broke was, he didn't fall and break his hip. His hip broke and then he fell. He had osteo in his hip, which I do. I have osteoporosis in my right hip. And I lay my hand on it every day and say, Lord, let it hold up this heavy body of mine. Just let it hold up. And so I'm going to be praying for you, Renee, about your hip, because that is so very serious. And my son has told me, Mama, you do not want to break a hip. He said, I have seen it so much in my practice, him being a physical therapist. He said, it is one of the hardest things for a patient to deal with, is recovering from a broke hip. Once you get to that point when you can just be yourself and relax, you just think that you're so much happier in general. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Freedom brings so much happiness. Hey, Pamela. Hi, Angie, and everyone in the chat. Hope everyone is well. God bless, and send virtual hugs and prayers. Thank you, Pamela. You're always so sweet. Y'all go over there and check out She Cooks and Roasts. Y'all check that channel out. That's a cool channel. Yes, Francine, yes. I bet you did, and I think James did too, Nora. I think James did too. I think everything's going to be okay. I think it is. Everybody's speaking. Oh, Angie, I'm blushing. No, everything is good with the electric. Okay, good. I think that there are good people from plenty places, including Canadians as well. Oh, I love Canadian people. I do. Um, I could not love Claudette more. I mean, she and I have never actually met, like in person, which I hope we do get to meet one day. But I feel like I've known her my entire life. I would not want anything to happen to her just because there's been a disagreement. You know what I'm saying? And just because there's been a disagreement doesn't mean I automatically turn and say, oh, she lives over there and I live here and, oh, we can't associate anymore. That's weird to me. Like some people don't want to associate with some people because they have one political belief and then this person has another. It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, that's choice. That's what's called freedom of choice. Yeah, I got to get strong because we're supposed to go on a trip with all the family this year. Uh, Matt's family, Taylor's, James, and myself. We're supposed to go somewhere and just spend a few days together. And I've got to be strong so James can pay attention to the grandbabies too. Because when we go somewhere, he feels obligated to want to take care of me, you know, and meet my needs. And I think it takes away from him spending time with the grandbabies, like he really wants to, because he's having to, make sure I'm okay, make sure they have handicap accessible restrooms where we go, or, he's always conscious of what I'm going to need. So I feel like I got to get a lot stronger so he can feel more relaxed when we go somewhere. Oh, Claudette, thank you so much. He's a young man wanting to do so many things. I told him just go live one day and say hello to everyone. That's right. Hold on. I have two bolts all the way through my hip. Oh no. No fracture. My hip bone. Oh, you're bone on bone from arthritis. I had a bad fall on December the 8th, 2023. The fall escalated dark. Oh no. I am so sorry. I was released on crutches, but the main thing I did was exercise the rest of my body while laying in bed until I was able to get up and around. Well, see, while I'm sitting here by myself, I uh I do upper body exercise because I've got to be strong up here to pull myself up for my wheelchair. Um, if I fall, I can help James try to get me up. Just try to keep my upper body strength. Because if you don't use it, you lose it when you get my age. I'm telling you. Hey, Lori, my friend. Welcome in. I broke my left arm just below the shoulder in the fall. Arm is healed except the last of rotary cup when I reach behind my back. It's my right hip that's messed up in pain when I walk. Well, when I broke my shoulder, I thought I wasn't going to be ever able to reach back, put your arms behind like somebody's arresting you and reach back behind my back or raise my arms up like this. And if you don't do the exercises that the physical therapist tells you to do after you've broken a bone, you will not have much mobility in that area. Like when I broke my ankle, my left ankle, and I got two plates and 10 pins in right now. Thank goodness I did everything that the physical therapist said do, because my right leg is the one that's paralyzed. So if I hadn't have done everything that I was supposed to do when I broke my left ankle, I would really be up a creek right now because I'd have two bad legs, you know? Our neighbors are from Canada, super nice people. Yes. When I broke my head, I had several other places in my body that was damaged. I was in intensive care for. Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that. This is a different one, but proves that there are many good things that may help someone to relax. One of the things that I do to relax at the end of the day is read recipes. Read recipes. That'd make me want to cook just about everything I read. I like to read anyway. I'm a reader, but I like to read holding the book in my hand, like an actual book. I don't want to have a Kindle or, some of the things that the young people use nowadays. I want an actual book in my hand. That relaxes me. Let me see. Oh my. Hello from Tennessee. Thank you. This is for you, Andy. Thank you so much. Super chill. Thank you, Andy. What a sweetie. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Andy, that would be so nice with all the families there. Love all the pictures, post of the grandbabies. Girl, those grandbabies is what keeps me going. I'm telling you. Part of the reason I wanted the tricycle is so I could go and play with the grandbabies. They keep their bikes here, and we live on a cul-de-sac, so a perfect place to ride. See, my son and daughter-in-law live in the cul-de-sac. Well, y'all know what a cul-de-sac is, and it's where the round part meets, where you make the circle to go out of a subdivision. They're in the cul-de-sac, and see, they have a thing in their subdivision that they're building a pool and a game room and all this stuff for everybody that lives in the subdivision. So I want to be able, when we go to visit them, to go with James and the grandbabies to the pool and watch the grandbabies swim. I got to stay healthy. I've got to stay strong. And we plan on, hey, Selena, how are you doing, sweetie? Y'all check Selena out. She's cool. She is so funny. We're going to be taking Lincoln to the zoo. I'm going to go live that day when we take him to the zoo, because when they first took him when he was a baby, of course, he didn't know what was going on. But we're supposed to take him to the zoo, the Audubon Zoo in Louisiana. We're going to take him there, which Matt and Haley and the girls will probably be there too. We just have a lot planned, so I got to stay strong. My neighborhood is multicultural, people from everywhere. Canada is across the street, and South Africa is next door. Yeah, I know. People are people. Thank you, Andy. You're such a sweetie. That means a lot. That means a lot. Everybody speaking to Selena. I'm doing my exercises. My physical therapist is happy with where I am of my recovery. Recovery is so slow. You can lose it so fast. And it's like dieting. You can gain weight really fast, but it takes a while to get the weight off. So I was working on my occupational therapy this morning, and I ordered one of those grip things that you pull and it's got tension on it, and it looks like it's a grip. Kind of looks like a handlebar on a bicycle, because I'm numb in my fingers all the way across here from the neuropathy. I can't feel from the tip of my finger to about right there. All that's numb from neuropathy in my hand. And I think I got a hold of something, like, let's just say, I think I got this pen in my hand, and the next thing I know, I'm dropping it. I mean, we've had to go to plastic dishes because I've broken so many glass things because it just slips through my hands. So I was working on my occupational therapy this morning before the nurse got here, and I wrote some questions down that we're going to do here in a minute. And see, I was writing all this stuff. This is good for occupational therapy. Yeah, go over there to Nora's channel. I don't really get over there to Nora, but Nora, she does the scratch offs, and she goes to people, like to a stranger. I don't know if she's still doing that. She probably is though, and lets them scratch a ticket. I love actual books, but I read so much and so fast that I need a nook to store all my books. I bet you do if you read like that. You know, my uncle, he was highly functional. I'm talking about, he loved classical music. He loved to play chess. I don't know how my aunt married him, because it was like the opposites, because she didn't really care for school, and I don't know, it must have been love. But she was my mom's sister, and she married my uncle, which, was highly functional. And he was one of those speed readers, and he would read encyclopedias. Um, I mean, he would just read everything. Highly functional. And but he wasn't like you couldn't relate to him when you were around him. He was very relatable, very, I mean, he was really a great uncle, really. Yeah, watching a good movie. I watched a good one. It's called Get Low, the other day when I was here by myself with the guy that played in I think it was Robert Duvall. I think he played in it. I'm so glad y'all are here today. Y'all have made my day. And I tell you something else that relaxes me. Watching animal videos on YouTube. Anybody that's making a video of their pet. I love watching those. I love to watch birds. Um, Good dog videos. I love that. My injuries and pain is why you don't see me in the live auctions lately. I lost my motivation to do my eBay business. So that business is crawling along for now. So I can't be buying for now. Renee, I'm telling you, I can relate what you're saying. When you're going through something physical, I mean, it can bring you down quickly. I'm telling you, I completely get that. I completely understand where you're coming from. There she is. There's Nana. Nana, they were welcome in. They were talking about how much they love my super chat video. When someone gives me a super chat, I said Nana Tink did that. Nana Tink made me that. They loved it. I need to get over there to the Stock Explorer as well. Been a while. I miss your lives because don't get notification. If you're not subbed to her, it's worth a look. Yes. Stephen King It in a little over 3 hours. Oh, I know. I used to be the manager of a library. I know how big of a book that is. Um, I don't really read Stephen King. I read more of nonfiction, true stories. Uh, what else do I read? I don't read a lot of fiction. I don't. I read things. I read the book before the movie comes out if I want to go see the movie because the book is always better than the movie. I don't care what anybody says. The book is always better. I find I lately I find lately animal videos to be relaxing to watch as well, especially birds and their sounds. Yes. See, it's just getting that time of the year when I wake up now that I hear birds outside my window, and it's just wonderful to wake up with birds singing in the morning. But from somebody's auction, and I can't remember who I got this from, but it was one of these things that you attach to the outside of your window, and the birds fly into it with bird seed, and it's like they're sitting on perched on your window, and you can watch them feeding that close. And James hadn't set that up for me yet, but I'm going to put it in my dining room window and watch to see if any birds come to it so I can sit in my house and watch those birds eat. Um, there's Josie. Now, that's the lady that I'm going to be on with tomorrow night, the calm before the storm. Don't forget, she's the other part of Pam's Treasures, the one I was talking about earlier. She has many hats. I don't know how she keeps up with all the hats she has. I mean, she's picking up a different hat every time you turn around. She does multiple things on YouTube. But check her out. She also has another channel called Josie Cares. You'll want to check that channel out too. Welcome in, Josie. So glad you're here. You're welcome, Nana. You do awesome work. I have seizures a lot. They have found me several times non-responsive, so I try to do things with memory. I buy old pictures and write stories about what could have been to help my brain. Yes. Taylor, she was having those seizures when she was on that keto diet. We thought it was her shunt. And since she's gotten off the keto diet, she doesn't have them anymore. But now she's gained weight again and she wants to start something to lose weight, but she's afraid she's going to start having seizures again. So she don't want to really get on any kind of strict diet. I said just push away from the table. That push away diet. Push away. Don't eat as much. If you cut back on your calories and exercise, you're going to lose weight unless you're on some kind of medication that is harder for you to lose weight. Which I know I can lose weight. Nana already has proven that to me. Even though I am on steroids, it has been proven to me that I can lose weight. It comes off slowly, but I can lose it. But it just amazes me when I was in the hospital, which you can go without eating, and that's not good for you either. Your body holds on to that fat saying, oh, you're starving yourself. So I'm not moving. You're not going to lose. You have to eat in order to lose weight. Now that sounds crazy, but it's true. You have to eat in order to. Now, when I was a teenager, I could go without eating and lose weight. But my body is not the same body I had when I was like, let's just say 15 to 25. My body's not the same body. My metabolism is non-existent. Back when I was that young, I had a high metabolism. Now, like I said, my metabolism is non-existent. It don't even exist anymore. I don't even know if we could wake it up. I mean, it's just sitting there in a recliner with bonbons and cokes and all that saying, don't bother me. I mean, that's what my metabolism is doing right now, I can assure you. But I'm looking forward to mine and Josie's Calm Before the Storm tomorrow night. Y'all come over, because Josie and I don't really teach anything, or it's not like that. It's more of a facilitation of keeping the chat going and talking about a subject. It's not about we're telling you how to live your life, or we're telling you what you should do. Nothing like that. It's all of us sharing together about becoming who we are and a better person in life. I'm not depressed. I just changed my focus to canning and preserving food to help my situation. I ain't no preservatives at all, and I feel better. No more stomach issues. My diet is oh my gosh. Y'all, that sounds so wonderful. See, I'm a vegetable eater. And I read this book one time. I don't know if y'all have ever heard this, but I read this book one time that said if you have type A blood, you like vegetables and you like to eat from garden food. If you have type O, you're a carnivore, you like meat. Well, Matt, James, and Taylor have O type blood. I have A. I love vegetables, but I want fresh vegetables out of a garden. I don't want store-bought. To me, they don't taste right. They don't taste good. And I don't know if that has any, carries any weight, but that's what I read about type A blood. Oh, I can't wait. I love Josie's jewelry unboxing. Y'all got to go over there and watch her jewelry unboxing if you like that kind of thing. I mean, I don't know who her supplier is now, but she sends her some, oh my gosh. I got to get rid of some of this jewelry at my house so I can purchase more. Selena's Little Country Home. I have tried. I have you tried the oil. It may be hard to get in your state, but it can help. Some say yes, it can. Agreed. I love watching YouTube videos of people and animals doing funny things. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I love to can. Oh, when we can tomato juice, oh my gosh. Fresh tomato juice. Oh, it's wonderful. James and I put up jelly. We make homemade jelly. We make homemade pickles. You try to tell a child like Berkeley when she's eating a cucumber that's a pickle. She was eating, because Berkeley loves onion and bell pepper and cucumber. She can just eat that raw. And she was eating cucumber one day, and James said, "What are you doing eating that pickle?" And she said, "Pop, this is a cucumber. It's not a pickle." And he said, "That looks like a pickle to me." And she hadn't quite put it together that cucumbers are pickles. You know what I'm saying? Or they can be pickles. I just got written permission from a songwriter and singer to use her music on my intro. I'm working. Oh, Josie, that's awesome. It is, Nana. the older you get, I find that it's harder. Now, I can remember my grandmother being heavy when she was in her 50s. Next thing you know, she got diagnosed as being diabetic. And she was so tiny. She just lost. But when she went on a diabetic diet, she went strictly diet for the rest of her life. She did not. Now, every once in a while, she'd have ice cream or eat something that was off her diet, but not on a daily basis. And when she passed away, she probably weighed maybe 110, 120, and she was healthy, you know, as far as her weight was concerned. But she all of a sudden just lost all her weight. Like me, you cannot stay stationary like I do and lose weight. You cannot do it. Uh, you got to have some kind of food plan and exercise plan. You got to get up and move. And that's what they're trying to get for me, to get this AFO and this boot and shoes, is to get me to walk in, that I can get more motivated, get on the move again. I just don't feel like doing eBay. My chair where I do all my picks is not that comfy, and I just find I don't feel like shipping. It's a lot of work. Having more fun canning. That's what I say, Renee. People think that, like Nana Tink and Josie and Pam and Scooter Renee and Selena, and I hope Francine, all these people that come in here that have auctions, people look at it and say, well, all they got to do is get up there and sell. No, that's the fun part. The hard part is after the sale's over, you got to invoice. Wait till you get your money. Then you got to print out labels, weigh it, do all that, box it, ship it. I mean, it's a lot of work. And the more you sell, the more you have to do, which you want to sell a good bit. I mean, why would you be on here if you didn't want to sell? Oh, yeah, a freeze dryer. Yeah, yeah, it will pay for itself. Yes. I should have known you were A positive, Claudette. Should have known. I'm planting veggies too, just limited in how much gardening I can handle right now. If it wasn't for James Smith, we wouldn't I wouldn't have fresh vegetables. Because this man can work a garden. He can grow it. He knows how to do it. He was raised on a dairy farm and gardening and all that. And he was his daddy's workhorse. I mean, that's what he was. But it made him into a good person, and he's not afraid of work. But he was his daddy's workhorse. Oh, yeah, you want good, affordable, beautiful jewelry, and head to Josie. Yeah. I posted a short a month or so ago of a friend, corgi growing, growl, begging. He was crazy. I know, they are so sweet. I think that's what Daisy Creation, I think Daisy is a corgi. I think. I'm pretty sure. Can y'all believe I have the air on in my house? That it's warm, it's cool enough. I mean, it's warm enough to run the air conditioner. Hold on a minute. I have dry eye syndrome. That's one reason my eyes water like they do. I find out after not being able to have milk for the last 30 years that I can have raw Raw milk. Not asking raw milk yogurt every now at also just made sour cream and butter yum. I love yogurt. I love yogurt. Some people do not like yogurt. I like yogurt. I don't really care for the plain yogurt that much, but I like yogurt. Me too, Christine. Christina, I love cabbage. Fresh cabbage. Oh, I love it. Nana, yes, losing weight is hard, especially since I can barely walk right now. But 33 pounds. Oh, that is awesome, Renee. 33 pounds? Oh, that's awesome. She'll learn the difference between a cucumber and a pickle soon enough. Yeah, especially if she is able to see y'all prepare some homemade pickles. And then, yeah, well, she loves pickles, but she hadn't put it together that that's a cucumber. And y'all, let me tell you something else that James does to her, that baby. And I tell him to stop. Um, she'll come to me and she'll say, Gigi, I gotta put my clothes on, like if she spends the night. And she said, look, and she'll get, because her mama packs her 3 or 4 outfits for her to choose from. And she'll go pick out the one she wants. She'll bring a top, a bottom, pair of underwear, a changing and socks and shoes. And James will say, did you get your step-ins? And she'll say, and look at him like that, and he'll say, I'll say, Berkeley, your underwear. Did you get a pair of underwear? It's not step-ins, Pop. It's underwear. But James picks at her and calls them step-ins. She looks at him like he's crazy. Hey, Nez. Welcome in, honey bunny. How are you? Making chili and cornbread. Oh, that sounds so good. Don't forget, if you don't have eggs, you can use mayonnaise instead of eggs. Our weather will be 70 degrees. Oh, my. Y'all are on a roller coaster, Claudette. She said, I cannot do yogurt at all. I haven't heard from Judy May. I have reached out to her over Messenger, and I haven't got an answer. But I miss her, and I would like to know what's going on. But I know she'll be back on when everything, it's probably hard for her watching April, and if something does happen, she'll have to go through, because she and April are real close. Yeah, it's that is situation is so sad. We're supposed to get some storm action Saturday also. I love Chattanooga. I've been there before. She hadn't had a live in so long. One of my oldest YouTube friends, his sticker is on my art box, Andy's Journeys. Oh, Nez, she can draw, man. Oh, I cannot express to you how well this lady can draw. It's amazing. And I'm talking about with anything, pencil or charcoal or paint. Oh, it's just amazing. And sing? Ah, got a beautiful voice. Okay, so here's the questions of today. Guess what these are? Would you rather question. These are real, real simple. So let's start at the beginning. This is the first question. Would you rather have a lifetime supply of your favorite food or a lifetime supply of your favorite beverage? What would you rather have? I'm still around but been laying low. Would be delighted to see you stop by the streams of yes. Well, then you know how awesome Nez is, Andy, if you've been her friend for a long time. Claudette said beverage. Put in the beverage and put in the food. If y'all have a favorite food or beverage, put beverage and put a line and then put the food. I love water and coffee. Well, I'm beginning to have to start learning to love water because everything else I drink brings me to retain fluid. So I've got to just stick with water. Oh, but I have been putting lemon in it, which is a natural diuretic. So I've been going to the bathroom even more. Renee said, that's a hard question. I don't have just one favorite food. Oh, I should have known Josie was going to put ice cream. I don't know how Josie, she would have dealt with it, but I'm so thankful she didn't have to because when she went on that gluten-free diet, which Josie looks amazing, she's lost several pounds. I think 30 maybe. I don't know, maybe 30 something. I don't know. If they hadn't have made a gluten-free ice cream, she would have been so disappointed. Food because it's more expensive these days. Honeycrisp, apples, and cheddar cheese. That sounds about right, Andy. I can see that in you. Oh, and I make yogurt into Greek yogurt and flavor it with vanilla and coconut. My hubby and I both love coconut. Then I put fruit in the bottom of each portion. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome, Renee. I drink lemon, raw honey, cinnamon, real vinegar teas daily. Wow, Claudette. That sounds awesome. See, they're 30 pounds. Josie's lost 30 pounds, and she said it has been amazing. She feels so much better. We do a lot of talking on Josie's auction on Saturdays. We share a lot of information. She talks to the chat on all of her auctions, but mostly on Saturday is a place that we all just come and meet up and just we chit chat a lot and talk about what's going on in our life, sort of like what we do now. And she was talking about how great it felt losing all that weight and not having that weight to have to carry around all day. Oh, I'm not going to drink coconut water because I don't care for coconut. Oh, I know it's real good for our health. Yes. All right, next question. People were putting different things, food, drink. Would you rather have the power to never feel physical pain or never feel emotional pain? Would you rather have the power? Now, what you have to understand, this is hypothetically speaking, that like this is probably never going to happen. So it's not like you say, well, I want to feel both of those because that's just the way life is. No, this is a game where you just choose one. You know, it's not like a standard. Honestly, as much physical pain that I have, I would like a few days without it. Don't get me wrong. I would like a few days that I wouldn't hurt 24/7, 7 days a week. I do get a few days out of the year that I don't hurt. My pain's probably about a 4. And I wish I knew what I did on those days that I could keep doing it every day. But I don't think it's anything I do. I just think it just happened. Claudette said physical pain. Josie said physical pain. Physical pain. I have herniated disc and a broken and heel kind of kneecap and lots of injuries from climbing. What you been climbing, Andy? Do you do like mountain climbing, rock climbing? What kind of climbing do you do? Or did your job require you to climb up to like repair phone lines or electricity lines? Physical, yeah. When the doc wanted to prescribe me on anti-inflammatory, I declined and asked if there was an alternative. He said turmeric, vinegar, and honey. So I take natural things instead. Don't want prescription. I If I knew now what I know about steroids, I would have never took the first one. I would have just let my illness play out the way that it was going to play out. Steroids are Satan. I'm just going to tell y'all. Either the steroids are going to take my life or this disease is, one or the other. Because steroids will destroy your body. Most of my days are 8 and up. Used to mountain and rock climb. Oh, awesome. Scaffolder? I climb for fun. What do you mean, Claudette? Andy, CBD all helps me with pain, neuropathy, and castor oil compressed nightly helps me out with pain too. You know, James Smith, and I hate to admit it, but that man, he's very knowledgeable. And he says something to me about castor oil just the other day. Here's a thoughtful one. Pray thee spare thyself at times, for it becomes a wise man sometimes to relax the high pressure of his attention to work. Yes. Turmeric can cause bleeding if you take too much. Really? How long does it take turmeric to start working to help the arthritic pain? Does it have to get in your system for a week or so? And or does it help immediately? How does that work? I take turmeric as well, Renee. We have to take it with a dash of pepper to absorb. Like what kind of pepper, Claudette? Like black pepper, white pepper, hot peppers. What are you talking about? I've used CBD to help with meds. Can't use steroids though. They mess with my vision. Oh yeah, they'll mess with everything. I'm in I'm now in trifocals because of steroids. And I don't know where you go from trifocals. I don't know where you go from there. Yes, I always have pepper with turmeric. Thank you, Nez. I'm glad that folks like what I'm doing. Just past 15K on my channel. Oh, nice, Andy. I will have to jump over there and check you out. Andy's Journeys. I'm a big farmer. That's what I thought Andy did. Scaffolding. That the company we own for 15 years, my hubby and son have done it all their lives. It's hard on the body. Oh, I get you. I know what you're talking about. Ground pepper. Okay. No, I work in an office that sells artwork, but used to be a hardcore outdoor person. I still am outdoors a lot, but the back really limits things. I can't take turmeric with my anemia. Oh, so you have to be real careful with anemia and turmeric. So turmeric is a blood thinner? Is that what it does? I do know that turmeric is very strong. It only takes a pinch, especially ginger and nutmeg too. It takes about a week or two, and it depends on how much you take. Take with a bidopirin, which is pepper, that is the carrier to take turmeric into your system. Oh, I'm going to write that down. Turmeric and pepper. Turmeric. And I think Claudette has sent me some information on it before. Maybe a robotic eye implant. Yeah. If you know of anyone who wants an oil painting, please let me know. Mine is still available. Have you posted it on your community? Send me a picture of it in my email, Nez. Send me a picture of it. Black pepper to help the body absorb the turmeric. As with any supplement, you have to give a few weeks for the body to allow it to work. That's what I thought. I take my turmeric along with pepper, coconut oil, and raw honey, and it hardens. And I take it sublingually. I can do this, but I don't really like honey. I don't like the taste of honey, but if it would get me to feeling better, I will take honey. Yes, the black pepper is what helps to wake up the turmeric to be even stronger. Just a pinch is more than enough if you include a little black pepper with it. Oh, okay. Yes, it's a blood thinner, but still better than yes. Yes, that's true, Pam. It brought my sugar levels down. Awesome. I was born with, and I don't know how to pronounce that, there's no cure. When did you find that out, Josie? Did you always know it, or did you just find it out by going to the doctor and it just found it out? See, because Matt, my son, until he didn't know until he started having back trouble that he has an extra vertebra in his back. He did not know that. He did not know that he has an extra vertebrae in his back. We don't know if it's genetic. We don't know if James has the extra vertebrae. I know I don't. I've had plenty of X-rays on my spine. It doesn't come from me. It may have come from the generation before me, but it could have come from James's side of the family. But James has never had a spinal X-ray, so he doesn't know if he has an extra vertebrae or not. So, under the tongue. That is interesting. Oh, vitamin D is very important. I have to take vitamin D weekly because I don't get enough vitamin D. Because when you have an autoimmune disease, it depletes you of your vitamin D. And do you know that if you don't have enough vitamin D, you can't absorb calcium. No matter how much milk you drink or how much calcium you try to get, if you don't have vitamin D, you can't absorb calcium. Exactly. They are, Adora. It's always in my blood work, but doctors failed to let me know until I was in my 40s. They gave me iron shots that could have killed me. Oh my gosh. I always, when I would go give blood, they would ask me, this is before I became a smoker, because I was giving blood in my, like when I was a teen, because I had a family member that was dying of cancer, and we all went. I must have been 17, 18. I don't remember. And they would ask me how many packs of cigarettes I smoked a day. And I would, at that time, I was like, I don't smoke. You have large amount of iron in your blood. I always had a lot of iron in my blood when they would draw my blood. And Matt, at about Lincoln's age, he was walking. He ate rat poison. It was all stuck up in his teeth. You could see it, those little blue little pellets that we thought we got. He went behind a dresser and pulled it out and ate the little pellets. So when we saw it, we got to the hospital and they said, if he's ingested too much, there's nothing we can do. But luckily he hadn't. But for 5 days, they had to draw blood every day and give him a vitamin K shot, which thickens the blood because he ate that rat poison. Where is the extra vertebrae located, upper or lower? I think it's his lower back, Nora. Some meds won't work correctly. Yes. It's similar to sickle cell. Oh, okay. If both parents had it, I would not be here today. My mother passed it on to me. Oh, yeah, it's a good thing they didn't. All right, let's do a couple more questions. Now, y'all really think about this one. And you're not being selfish. You're not being selfish in either way that you answer this question. Because I really had to think about it when I was writing it down. But it said, would you rather have the power to bring good luck to others or always have good luck yourself? Would you rather bring good luck to others or always have good luck come to you? It's getting warmer time of the year to enjoy some sunlight. Yes. Pam says others. So when I wrote this question, I don't particularly believe in luck. I mean, I don't have any against anybody that does or anybody that says, "Oh, I'm so lucky," because that's just a word. I think some people say it and they really don't mean anything by it. I always say I'm very blessed. Uh, I like to bless others because you can't outgive God. The more that comes to you and the more you give, it just keeps coming. It just keeps coming. But you got to give with a freely. You can't give with strings attached. No, we've talked about that before. Yep. See what Josie said? Josie and I think a lot alike. A lot. But these are just hypothetical questions. We want to live a life seeing others happy, though we want to have good lives as well. I know. That's what I was thinking. Yes. Yes. Exactly. That's what I thought when I wrote the question down. I was like, I don't really believe in luck, but it's a hypothetical question. And it gets you to thinking, do you want to see others, blessed, or do you want to just receive everything for yourself, Even if you just sit in the direct sunlight for just a few minutes for far or for however long that you can take it. You know what amazes me? And my son has done this since he's had children. They won't let Berkeley go without shoes. Do you know how much I ran around without shoes on? Do you know that's healthy? Outside, connected with the earth? How healthy that is for you to go barefooted? And I'm like, why don't y'all want her to go barefooted? Take her shoes off and let her run in the grass. And I don't even know if I got an answer to that question when I asked it. If you really believe in the Lord, you want others to be. Yes, exactly. Early morning sunlight is the best. Less UV and still get the body. Yes, agreed. But I go out sometimes in my wheelchair when the weather's nice, and I put my feet on the grass to connect with the earth. Now, I do believe in that. Hey, Yankee Kyle, welcome in. All right. What time? All right, we got time for a couple more, and then we go head out. Oh, this one's good. Would you rather always have to sing and sit instead of speaking, or dance wherever you go? Would you rather sing instead of speak everything, or dance wherever you went? What would you rather do? Okay, Claudette, love you. Let me know about your appointment. Love you. I'm not going to be on here much longer. Would you like to sing every word you speak, or would you like to dance every step you take? I think I'd do the dancing. I would definitely. Oh, that's so good, Yankee. I'm so proud of you. I'm a singer, so easy question. Sing. Pam wants to sing. I would do the dancing. I miss dancing so much. I used to dance. I know, Josie. That's my thought. If I had to sing to talk, people would not listen to me. People would say, "Oh, bless her heart." Jesus, take the wheel. I mean, it's pretty bad. I'm telling you. But I would definitely dance. I sent Josie a while back. I sent Josie a a, a video of older an older lady dancing. I think she was in her 90s, and she was ever more. I mean, it was a nice dance. It wasn't nothing, outrageous. It was just a smooth dancing lady. And I sent it to Josie because it reminded me. I'm like, okay, I could see Josie doing this because Josie's so healthy, at her age. Nora said, I'm going to dance it out. Can you imagine every person you meet and they're coming up to you and you're just dancing around them and, you're just dancing while you're going toward them? I mean, could you just imagine that? That would be hilarious. All right, we got one more question, people. One more before we leave. I'm going to find a good one. Okay. Would you rather live in a world where money is abundant but no love but love isn't? Or a world where love is abundant but money is like, hold on. Would you rather live in a world where money is abundant but love is scarce? Or would you rather live in a world where love is abundant but money is scarce? That's a good question. Would you like to live in a world where money was abundant but love was scarce? Or would you like to live in a world where it was more love than money? Which the first is where I feel like we are in the world today. Yes, yes. Because the way I feel about it is this. You know how the American people stepped up when all that storm went through those southern states, North Carolina and all that? And we as Americans stood together and all those trucks and uh, cars, and they were taking all these things to these people because they knew that they were in dire need. Their roads were washed out, their bridges. I mean, they were stranded. To me, that was love. And they were taking care of their fellow man. Didn't have anything to do with money. It was about your neighbor loving your neighbor. So to me, whether we have money or not, and we have a lot of love, people are going to take care of people because that's the average person wants to do that. Now, you do have people that want to do that for show or some other reason, but mostly people want to do it out of the goodness of their heart. So I do believe that I would want more love. Love will motivate you to work with others to survive, and you will find one. Yes, that's right, Yankee. It's not. When we leave this world, we're not taking anything with us. Look, I have to tell y'all this before we leave, and I'm going to let y'all leave. I heard this wife say that her husband told her when he passed away that she better bury all his money with him, that all of it better be in his casket, that he was going to tell some of his friends to make sure she did it. I mean, he was just adamant that she was going to put all of his money into his casket when he was buried. So, you know what she did? She wrote a check and put it over in his casket and put the check in his casket. Didn't put the cash, put a check. I thought that was so funny. Hey, Mike, did you finally find where Josie is? Josie's over here in my chat. Did you finally find her? Mike is probably looking for Josie. We always pick it, Mike and Josie. To walk without our shoes or our feet today in a safe place like your own yard that you know about to be safe to do so. Yes. Nora said, Mike, you still love me? But many of us are so used to always having shoes on our feet because we're all now accustomed as a culture to wearing shoes and socks on our feet. Yes. Thank you. I'll get back with you, Nora. He is so funny. Bye, Nana. Love you. Have a good day. Enjoyed your flea market video. I have spent all day looking for her. She can run, but she can't hide. I know, Mike. Is that not something? Oh, she said, I never hide, Mike. She's telling you, Mike, she don't ever hide. They are so funny. He comes in Josie's auction on Saturday, mostly Saturdays, and they go back and forth the whole, most of the time. It's so funny. All right, what y'all plan on doing for the rest of the day? I got to think about planning supper for my hubby. And tomorrow, Josie and I have our show. Friday, James is going to get me out of this house because it's going to rain Saturday. But I love y'all, and there's nothing you can do about it. Thank you for hanging out with me this afternoon. And Josie, I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.